Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review video on the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. So if you want to know what I think about it and if you should be purchasing it or not, then please keep on watching. Hey guys, before I purchased the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, I used to use the Maybelline Pore Eraser Primer. And that one is a little bit more silicone based. If you've ever used it, it's very similar to the Benefit Professional, and it's basically a silicone-y feel. It's not very creamy, and whenever I use that product, I would always put it in certain areas, like right here, around my nose, my forehead, and my chin, wherever I have visible pores, basically. I recently saw the e.l.f. that e.l.f. had a bunch of primers, and I wanted to see how their poreless one is. For reference, the e.l.f. one is in Washington anyways, and at the Target that I went to. The e.l.f. retails for $6, and I believe the Professional is like $5.89 or something like that, but pretty close to this, basically just a couple cents cheaper than the e.l.f. primer. I purchased this primer because I wanted to try something new, like a new primer, and this one, the difference between this pore filling primer and the Maybelline Pore Eraser is that this one is a little bit more creamier. Looks like that. And it's very creamy. So if you suffer from dry skin or combination to dry skin, I think that this would be a better alternative for you. If you want a pore filling primer but you don't really like the silicone-y feel to the other pore filling primers, and this would be a really good one to pick up. I do use it in the same areas that I use the Maybelline Pore Eraser, and in my opinion, I feel that because the pore eraser from Maybelline by Maybelline is a little bit more silicone-y and thicker, I feel like it blurs it a little better than this. But usually that, I feel like, in my opinion, that kind of happens for creamier products. They kind of sink into your skin a little bit more than as opposed to the silicone, which lays on top. So when it lays on top, it covers, in my opinion, it covers the pores a little bit better than this, but this still does a really good job. So if you like if you are more into creamier ones, then I would pick this up. Another thing is that whenever I use this, I don't use this by itself. Right before I apply my foundation and before I apply this, I use a rose water spray, and I'll spray that on my face, and then I'll put this on the areas that I told you earlier. I do have combination. My skin has a mind of its own, basically. During like the summer, because I sweat, I usually am combination to oily, but recently during the winter I am so dry. Like, my face is so dry, so this by itself doesn't really help me. I needed extra hydration. This is more hydrating than the Maybelline Pore Eraser, in my opinion, but it's not very hydrating by itself, basically. So in my opinion, if you have very dry skin or combination to dry skin and you want to use this, I would use it with a really good moisturizer, and possibly spray your whole face with rose water spray, any type of mist spray that you might have, and then use this on top instead of just relying on this by itself. Another thing that I want to let you guys know about the primer is that it does last for a while. I do at the end of the day, I usually keep my makeup on for sometimes 9 to 10 hours, and it still stays poreless even after 9 or 10 hours on my skin. In my opinion, it's a really good product. I like it a lot. Will I repurchase it? I definitely will. I think it's a really good product for the winter time for me. So if you like creamier products and you wanted to try a pore filling primer, I would definitely pick this up. if you don't like the silicone texture of other pore filling primers, then this would be a really good alternative for you. If you do like, if you want a thicker consistency like the silicone ones, then I would recommend the Maybelline Pore Eraser primer instead of this one. But that all depends on you, on what kind of finish you want, what kind of consistency you like on your face, or if you're dry or oily. If you're oily, I would probably most likely get the Maybelline Pore Eraser, because that's thicker and it gives you a layer, like a barrier between that and your foundation, as opposed to this one just sinks into your skin. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and if you want to follow me in any other social media, I'll leave those usernames down below in the description box. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.